All right, everyone, SD70AH here this evening. We're up here in Stockton on the CSX here, and they have done quite a bit of work since I have last been up here. It's probably been around 6 months since the last time I was here, and they've got equipment and material staged over in the parking lot over there. And let's take a look behind it here at what all is going on. And this is all relatively new in the last couple of months. Comes our northbound. There's one stop down there, is waiting on a signal. But right next to the terminal there, you can see the top of one of the signal boxes there. They got this whole giant parking lot that they're gonna put in for one of these warehouses back here. And it looks like they're building another one over there. So, but look at all the land they cleared here. They gave us a new little spot here, so for the time being we have a new angle here at Stockton. So got a couple trains up here. Let's see what it looks like. Liking this new angle here. We're not too, we're barely off the ground here. You can see the ballots down there. It's where the level I usually film from. But just with all the brush and stuff that they cleared out up here, just that little bit of height gives it a whole new perspective here, and I like it. So I hope in the long run they keep it like this. They keep this area cleared out. There we go, we got some of the Steel Dynamics bulkheads there. I'm working on HO scale models of those. Of the bulkheads and the flat cars. Yeah, there was a flat car there. Got one of each. I'm working on models of those, waiting on decals for them. There you go. A couple BC rail bulkheads. You don't see those all the time. There's a whole smattering of trains out. There's a M559 that stops somewhere up around Miamisburg on the single main. That's holding everything up. There's a 506 stopped at Trenton. There's a 510 stopped at Lindenwold. There's this northbound, 28Cs behind it. Another northbound behind that one, and a couple other things down in the yard. Oh wow, look at all these. These are all BC Rail. All marked for GNRR. That's really cool. I've never seen this many of them in one cut before. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. I've never seen that many in one go before. Yeah, here we'll just step over. You can see the other signal cantilever back there for the north end of the crossover, and you can see the signal box right there for the south end. And then yeah, they got the whole parking lot that they got put in. It looks like they're building another warehouse over there, so this will be interesting to see how this progresses. But yeah, for right now I really hope they keep this area cleared out. It'll be nice. New vantage point. Here's another look a little bit closer, just at the edge of the fence line here. This whole giant parking lot, and they're putting up a new building over there. And it looks like most of the material for it's sitting over in that lot over there. They got a lot of it fenced off, a lot of containers over there. And here's the signal box, Stockton B. This is for the south crossover. And then yeah, just up there about at the end of the fence is where the north signal is, or the southbound governing signal. But they're starting to get stuff moving again. We just had that NS train go north, mixed freight. And now we've got L425, what we think is L425, coming north. Oh, it's coming north right now, actually. He just went by Glendale. I thought just a couple minutes ago, per the camera. It must have been a little bit longer, because here he comes. And then, yeah, there's a couple trains behind it yet, so should be a decent evening here. Decent evening train-wise. Okay, here comes our next one. You can see the CSX train stop just behind the signal box there. Here comes 28C northbound. All right, moved over here to the Newcastle. Right as I pull up, we got a southbound. Let's see who this is. right, NS southbound. Nice. Just moved over here from Stockton. We're at the 747 crossing right here by the defect detector. Just as I was pulling the car in, we had got us southbound, so that's nice. Moved over from Stockton. That CSX train was still sitting there. The crew was getting off, so they'll be sitting for at least a little while. Still got the trains, the CSX train stopped, so no one's moving over there. So best bet was come over here and see if we can get some NS action. We already got one, so hopefully that'll continue for a bit. Should still have a few bit of trains to see. 189, 29A, that 559 and C886, if they ever get moving. I'm sure there's a bunch of others, so be sitting over here for a while and we'll see what we get. Shots of Tubby on here. I got his hand lifted a little bit to try to get it to not be so blurry. I guess we'll find out later on when I put the video together if I got any.